Hey there YouTube, this is MTFP on the channel, giving you guys Mecha Fan Quasar. This deck I've been like uber loving lately, and it's really good. I don't want to say it's perfect because there's a lot of things that can go wrong with it, mainly if your opponent knows how to stop your plays. But yet again, Mecha Fans are very underrated. They are a very consistent, very good deck that they save their ass. They save their own asses. Like, you don't really need a lot of back row for protection because their tokens save them for almost anything except for like targeting, and even still, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, let's get right into the deck profile. Let's get rid of all the staples. Triple Mega Raptor. If you don't know their abilities, I am going to start doing how-to videos for all of my decks and stuff like that. What's for what, and I'll give you guys those videos soon. Triple Telewolf, and of course triple Orion. And to me, Orion for like the longest time was like the bread and butter of the deck. But his ability to brain out a token you can only use once. Same with Mega Raptor. So it's one of those things that you actually have to plan ahead, knowing who's going to brain out what token and do what. So it's a lot of plan ahead thought process deck. So alright, those are the staples. At 3, excuse me, I do like to do triple quick draw synchron. It's a machine wind and a level 5 tuner, which is very big with the level 3 tokens. And it's so easy to go for Dark Destroyer. It's unbelievable. And also, it's actually a good, helpful thing to for Star Rater. Yeah, it gives you a 1-2 jump into it if you guys are into that. So yeah. After that, of course, 2 PM strats basically. He's your Monster Reborn, so you definitely want to have, at least to me, 2, and he also brings out 2 tokens when flipped. And 2 Wallburns. Wallburns, I had a love-hate relationship for the longest time, because it didn't seem to do anything that was, like, to me, very needed. Now, I had a very cool ability that if it was used as a synchro summon for a machine, synchro monster, it could bring down a token and also contribute a Mecha Fan Beast monster, aka another token, for synchros. And if you know what you're doing, the level of manipulation between the tokens and this guy, you can go for some awesome plays. So, level 1 tuners all day. And also, for your level 1 token, or level 3 token, your level 1 tuner, go into Phone Impulse for your synchro tuner for Quasar. So, excuse me. The one Colt Wing, I can't tell you how many times people would tell me that Colt Wing needs to be up to 3 or 2 or something, and I just told them that you're an idiot, because Colt Wing is a tech card out of anything. And for those that do not know his effect, I'll briefly put it. Whenever he's special summoned, just special summoned by some kind of card effect or whatever, he brings out 2 tokens. Now with those 2 tokens, he can tribute 2 of them, the 2 tokens or any other 2 tokens. I target one of your monsters, destroy it, and banish it. So, literally, if stuff is giving me trouble, I can just get rid of it, and it's really ridiculous how that can happen. And of course, if I hamstring it, pull him out, scramble, pinpoint guard, call on, however, he is so useful. But 1 is all you need, 1 and done. And of course, for the last thing, Card D, I am running a draw engine with this deck, and I think it's a lot better than trying to do some kind of search or try to do some kind of spamming. I was thinking about running Tempest, but Tempest was just was a little bit too cloggy, a little bit too slow, because I don't really care to banish my stuff. I would rather bring it back or do some other kind of recycling ability with it, which I can do with this deck. For spells, there's not really much of anything, and there's a lot of cards I can run with the spells, but this is how I prefer to play. 2 Scrambles, just because it just allows me to tribute my tokens and shit out my Mecha Fan Beast. 2 Power Duality, because you don't always need to special summon. Sometimes you can just do Power Duality and do Hamstrat or Card D or something. So it just allows you to get that +1 draw. So when you need it, you have it. And of course the triple upstart. So spells are not uber like the most special thing about this deck, but they are much needed, I think. So I am very trap heavy with this deck. you know, the triple threat. I do not have an extra solemn for this deck. I wish I did. My only extra solemn is in a different deck, which I'll get that deck to you guys later. Hashtags Xavers. Anyways, but yeah, it's just, you know, the triple threat. That's all you really need. The bread and butter, I think, of this deck is obviously Arrow Recharge. And for those that do not know this card's effect, basically, once per turn, and of course it's such a trap, it's spell speed of 2, which means on the player's turn, automatically, I can bring out a token. But to keep it on the field, even if I do not use its effect, I still have to either tribute a token or a Mecha Fan Beast monster to keep on the field or it gets destroyed. Now, I use this card to actually clear out my field of quote-unquote dead monsters, where I could actually bring out more tokens. There's been times when I just wanted to try to get over someone, and the only way I could do it is go for Dracosac, and I had to get rid of a Mega Fan Beast monster before I could get the extra token, which it actually turned out well like that, and there's times when you have to do that, so I really like this card, especially at 3. Don't do any less than 3, because you're never going to, like, I tried 2 at one point, but I never drew into it, even with all the draw power I have, so keep it at 3. Pinpoint Guard, yet again, like the card I mentioned with Coltween, it is so ridiculously good. This card special summons and it protects no matter what, unless it gets banished or something. And I mean, with Mecha Fan Beast, that is such a huge thing. I cannot, like, I mean, there's like only like, it's just Pinpoint Guard and Wabaku is my only protection. Wabaku is basically just to protect my tokens. And for people that do not know, I had an errata a couple years ago. Basically, your monsters don't get destroyed and you lose no battle damage for the turn. No cost, nothing. It's just, that's it. You can activate at any time. And I think it's way too broken out, you know, just to do that. It's just way too good. But yeah, if you want to save your tokens, run Wabaku. Do not do Mirror Force, don't do anything else, because your opponent can pretty much negate everything else. But Wabaku, it barely even touches them, so if they're going to wiretap it, okay, whatever, they wiretap it or something. But, I mean, I really doubt people are going to wiretap a Wabaku. I really doubt it. People just do not see it as a good card as I do. And, of course, Triple Reckless. Just for extra draw power. And to me, it's such a clutch card that you can just have, like, the one down, and your opponent could be wrecking you. And you can just be like, you know, screw it, just activate, get that +2 draw, and then you turn out to pull out Quasar. And I've actually done that several times, just by the +2 draw Quasar. So, that is the main deck. Let's go to the extra deck. For Synchros, Phone Impulse, 2 Catasters, and I like to do a Catapult Warrior. Now, this is why I do Catapult Warrior. For one, I do run Junk Destroyer, and it allows me to kind of do like a quick Gaga Cowboy effect, just a quick burn, which is, to me, it's crazy good. But it's mainly why I run it is because it's another level 5, and I would do Triple Cataster or even do a TG Hyper Librarian, but I found Catapult Warrior a little bit more flexible, a little bit more strategic in sense, because, I mean, not many people go after it, or if they do, they go, okay, well, let's just get rid of that, and it's whatever to me. But, sorry about that, you know, with him, it's just, you know, just tribute a junk monster, and then you go. And with Junk Destroyer just being able to burn you like crazy, like I pop your card, then I burn you, to me that's just not good. And of course, Bone Impulse is basically, you can go from a, you know, either from a level 1 to a level 4 when he's summoned, and basically make him a level 2 with 2 level 5 Quasar right there. 1 Black Rose, because I can. I shit you not, I can bring this guy out. It is not that hard to do so. Basically, Hamstrat is a more likely choice to do so, but, you know, like, let Hamstrat with a token and then, like, Wall Burn, which there are times when I can just, you know, nuke the field really easily, so, there you go. Of course, 2 Destroyers, just quick pop and attack and burn with Catapult Warrior, so, really easy. 1 Leo, 1 Star Eater, just, I mean, to me, these are your upper level staples. If you're not running Leo, I don't know why you're playing a Synchro deck. If you're not running Star Eater, you might want to rethink that and try to figure out if you can, because if you can, it doesn't mean you do it all the time. If you can, run Star here. So, yeah. And of course, your two big boys of the deck. These guys are not very common to bring out. I'm not saying that you guys are gonna be pulling these guys out really easily. Quasar is gonna be a bit of an investment, so is T. Howard Cannon. But I do one of each because Quasar does spells and traps, Cannon does summons, so it's a really good lockdown. And I've actually had possibilities. I've not technically done it yet, but I've had possibilities of bringing both of them out in like a 3-turn set. And basically, when I told my friend about that, he kind of like, oh no, we're gonna stop that. So yeah, I kind of screwed myself over with stuff like that. So yeah, that's all the synchros, which I know it's very synchro heavy, but it's still an XZ deck as well. One big eye, which I know it's an Aurica, but I still love it. Just take your monster, your opponent's monster, which I've actually done that before. I big eyed and took my friend Marcus's Quasar, and it was ridiculous. He was actually no, it wasn't his Quasar. His Quasar I destroyed, and I took his Shooting Star, which he was pissed about. Which I was actually thinking about putting Shooting Star in this deck, which it's another video kind of thing to talk about. The one Dracosac, obviously, Mecha Fan Beast works great. He honestly, if you want to go for Quasar, best to bring him out first, just because he can just keep on generating tokens like a bitch. So yeah, obviously if I could get another one, I would put another one in the deck. I'd honestly play a triple him. Master Blades, just another rank 7 that's really good. And actually, I play Sky Palace, Garidai, or what? Either way, to me he's really good. He allows me to do burn, but he's a really good beat stick if I need to, and it only takes 2 level 10s, which with this deck is it's so easy. Basically, have Mega Raptor and Tidal Wolf. Mega Raptor already in the field, normal summon Tidal Wolf, bring out 2 tokens, 2 level 10s, overlay. There you go. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. If you guys like what you see, please comment, like, and subscribe. Sorry yet again that I'm all sickly for this deck profile. Please send me the lovin's and all the cold mass in the world. Also, if you guys would please start, sorry, if you guys would please start clicking on those ads. Those ads are really the bread and butter of this channel, which I know I've been saying bread and butter a lot because I'm kind of hungry. But, I mean, really, when you guys click on the ads, you guys are investing into the channel by investing your time. The ads are free. You don't really do anything. It's just the people who post those ads pay YouTube, and YouTube, in a sense, pays me. So, please invest your time into the channel for this channel can invest itself for you guys. And as always, thanks for watching.